Hey guys, my name is Kat and this is Katie Reads Books and this is my Heartathon TBR. This readathon was started by Will over at the Book Barrel. I will link to his channel down below so you can go check him out and subscribe. Will has 3 awesome co-hosts doing this readathon with him. They are Reading with Bintou, the BookTube Dude, and Whiskey on My Kindle. I will also link all 3 of their channels down below so that you can subscribe. The Heartathon is, oh, what is that called? It's like scuba, where there's a word, an acronym maybe. So I think it's acronym. So it's heroes or heroines for H, and then the E is for education, the A is for art, the R is for revolution, and the T is for technology. So each of the prompts are read a book with a hero or heroine in which the main character makes, I'm not gonna end up saying these right. I can't remember prompts to save my life, and it's not necessarily that I can't remember them, I guess, in as much as it is whenever someone creates something like this, I want to make sure that I am providing their prompt and not just, I have a hair on my face, not just like how I would word it. I like to respect the creator in that way, so I guess I just need to start prepping to read the prompts directly. Have I mentioned I'm impatient? Because I'm impatient. Hey, Will. Just need to look at your prompts, my friend. Okay, finally. Read a book about someone, real or imagined, who exhibits courage, innovation, or outstanding achievement in education, art, reform, or technology. Revolution? Reform? What's the next one? Resistance. Read a book about someone, real or imagined, who exhibits courage, innovation, or outstanding achievement in resistance, no, in education, art, resistance, and technology. Now for the books. So, hero or heroine who has influenced education. Okay, so yes, we're going to use this. I haven't started it yet. I'm just reserving my pink bookmark for, like, the prettiest pink book I've ever seen in my life. So, Slay by Brittany Morrison. This book follows our main character, Kira Johnson. She is 17 years old. She is an honors student and math tutor at her school. She's also the only black person at her school. So she designs and builds an online role-playing card game called Slay, and it's for the black community. And then someone in Kansas gets murdered over a dispute in Slay, and it starts being labeled as anti-white, and then Kira is forced into a situation where she wants to save the game that she's made in this world where she feels at home and at liberty to be a black girl, and so she has to preserve that world, but then she also wants to keep her identity a secret because she doesn't want anyone to know that she's the programmer. I'm really excited about this one. I know it's all over BookTube. I heard about it through Bowties and Books, but I know also that I heard about it originally through Bowties and Books, but I know that there are booktubers all over YouTube who are raving about this book. I can't wait to read it. It's going to be pretty short, 300-ish pages, and yeah, I mean, I think it's YA, so I should be able to get it through pretty quickly. And that's what I'm using for education. H-E art. Okay. So, maybe this is a stretch. Maybe, I don't know. But poetry is art, right? So, The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta is written completely in verse. And to say that he has not, and to say that Dean Atta has not made an impact on art with his poetry and with The Black Flamingo would be false. Just completely false. So, The Black Flamingo, let me refresh myself so that I don't. So, we follow our main character, Michael, who is a mixed-race gay teen growing up in London. He is Greek and Jamaican, Cypriot. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. So, Greek, Cypriot, and Jamaican. So, all in all, this book is about discovering his identity. I believe that Dean Atta has said that a lot of this is based off of his own experiences. I like poetry a lot. I don't read enough poetry, so I'm excited to delve into this one. Hear. Resistance. Okay. So for the resistance prompt, I am reading Royal Assassin. I'm also reading this to catch up with The Elderling Along, which is being hosted by Becca in the Books, or Becca and Her Books. I really need to start remembering the name of her freaking channel. So this is follows a character named Fitz, who is an assassin, and he is very much coming up against the status quo for what is considered to be acceptable in his world. So I definitely feel like he fits this prompt. No, so Heart, technology. So I thought about using Slay for technology. That was my original plan, but the Audible originals that came out recently, one of them is called Life Ever After by Carla Grauls. Carla Grauls? I'm bad at this. Okay, so Life Ever After is about like an hour and a half, I want to say, play, but it's an audible play. Let's see. Playwright Carla Grauls was awarded a commission through the Audible Emerging Playwrights Fund, an initiative dedicated to developing innovative original plays driven by language and voice. So maybe it's not technically a book. I don't know. If it's on Audible, then I think it counts. But anyway, so the object for the two characters in the objective for the two characters in this story is to become partial artificial intelligence so that they can try to live a longer life. That's all I really know about it up to this point, but with it being short and with it being about AI, I really love those, mostly the AI part. I mean, I like the fact that it's short too, because it means that I get to fit in another prompt for the Heartathon, but also AI, like iRobot and artificial intelligence, I live for that. I love that so much. So that's what I've got for the Heartathon. A couple other books that I have on my TBR for August are A Song of Race and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. I started this forever ago and I just got distracted. I don't even know how. I think because I reorganized my bookshelf for my intro, and so I put all my books back on my bookshelf and I just sort of forgot that this one was out for me to read, but I'm going to finish it this month. It's really exciting. It's YA. It's based in fantasy Africa. You follow two characters, one who is a princess named Karina, and one who is Malik, who is from a tribe which was taken over by the royal family that Karina is a part of. and there is a competition that occurs to become a champion for Solstasia, which is a celebration. Oh, I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and read the chapter that explains why they... I feel like that whole thing of information, like, dropped really fast all at once. So anyway, they celebrate Solstasia, and they have a champion of Solstasia, and Karina's objective is to marry the champion so that she can resurrect her father and possibly her sister. But Malik, who ends up being the champion, it's not spoilers, it's on the summary, ends up being that person, and he's just trying to, like, create a life for him and his two sisters, who are now trying to live in the place called Zeron. Yes, desert city of Zeron. So I started tabbing this. I think I'm going to end up not tabbing it because, as you can see, every single damn thing the woman wrote is brilliant. So short of tabbing my entire book and slowing my reading pace significantly, I want to sit and I want to enjoy it. I want to immerse myself in the world instead of trying to tab the hell out of it. So that's on my TBR. And then if I have time, I'm going to try to get to Middle Game by Shannon McGuire. I don't know, I'm not even going to really give a summary on this, much of a summary on this book because it's all over BookTube too. Twin siblings are separated at birth and then have to come together, and there's some weird timey-wimey stuff that's happening, and it's sort of like a book within a book in a similar way to 10,000 Doors of January as a book within a book. It seems really cool so far. Seems like there's going to be some magic-y stuff happening, maybe. I mean, not magic, but more like super advanced technology to the point of seeming like magic. There's definitely a lot going on here. Okay, so then that one. But then, so here's the thing. Once I finish my Heartathon books and The Royal Assassin, I'm also reading with the Sander fan read along, which I'll put the announcement video at the end in a card, which side that's going to be on. Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. We're starting the Stormlight Archive. Oh, I've already torn up the spine of my book. Look at that. Oh. Pooh. Anyway, so reading this, I might trade Middle Game for Assassin's Quest so that I can be completely caught up with the Elderling along. I don't know yet. I really need to get this one back because it's a library book. So I may end up sending it back and then trying to check it out again later after I finish Assassin's Quest. I don't know how I decided yet. I'm pretty sure that's my full TBR, at least everything that's going to make it into the announcement. I tend to read, like, other random shit kind of as I get a hankering to do so. I've been reading a few comics. I started Lumberjanes, and I started reading X-Men last month as part of the Fuckathon for my prompt for ageism and fuck ageism and fuck ableism. And then I'm also reading, like, the Newsletter Ninja. So yeah, these are all the books that you guys are going to care about, I have a feeling. And then the other books may end up in my wrap-up, depending on how much I get through. Let me know in the comments below if you're participating in Heartathon. Let me know what you're reading this month. Let me know if you've read any of the books that are on my TBR and what you thought of them. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.